Hey guys, DCAP13 here, and welcome back to some more Let's Play Danganronpa V3 Killing Harmony. In the last episode, we came into Angie's lab and found, she's been killed, which, I'll admit I'm a little happy about, but, I honestly have no idea who could have possibly done it. I mean, she was killed 2 in the morning, so, well, before I start forming theories, let's actually investigate, so... Let's get started with that. Oh yeah, we have Maki accompanying us for the investigation instead of Kaito because he's scared as shit. Alright, what's going on with Angie's body? She's laying face down in the middle of the room.
What's wrong?
Are you going to take a closer look?
Okay.
Yes, I was planning to.
Got a minute?
Then let's hurry up and do it. We can't afford to waste any time here. Maki didn't hesitate. She stepped past me and walked over to the dead body. She has no problem with dead bodies. She is the ultimate assassin. There's the Necronomicon. Ah, this book! The instructions for the resurrection ritual are written in the Necronomicon. By performing the ritual as written, you can resurrect one deceased victim.
I knew it.
This was the motive. The Necronomicon.
Hey.
Angie tried to perform the ritual written in this book, right?
Okay.
Yes. If we look at the book, we should learn about the steps of the ritual she was trying to perform. Let's take a look. The Necronomicon Resurrection Ritual. Prepare an effigy of the dead soul you wish to contact. Everyone may participate. The size and shape of the effigy is irrelevant. Make it out of whatever materials you wish. If it's not obvious who the effigy is supposed to be, label it with the name of the deceased. After preparing the effigy, burn this Necronomicon to ashes. Use caution. Be mindful of carbon monoxide poisoning. Sprinkle the ashes on the effigy and repeat the name of the deceased 3 times. Then close your eyes and wait. After a while, you should feel a light tap on your back. If so, that means the ritual was a success. The ashes are only good for one use. The ritual can only be performed once, so use it wisely. So these are the steps of the resurrection ritual.
This is stupid. Angie
really believed in this crap? It's pretty obvious you wouldn't be able to resurrect anyone with this. Just put the microphone down a little bit. Okay. Under normal circumstances, I'm sure that's true. But in this place, I don't think we can rule anything out. Alright, so we got the Necronomicon. The hammer's not important. Let's check out the wax dolls first. The 4 effigies hung upside down makes the scenery particularly eerie. Ropes are dangling from the exposed beams on the ceiling.
If I remember correctly,
Angie made all of these wax figures.
Hey.
Is this rope from the warehouse?
You're right.
I believe so. And that means they won't be much of a clue. Anyone could have gone and gotten these ropes. Maybe the student council should have blocked the warehouse instead of the manhole. The warehouse does contain plenty of things that could be used for murder. Anyway, I know that these effigies are just wax, but it still creeps me out.
That's true.
The effigies look exactly like real people. Not just their faces, but their bodies, too. The ultimate artist certainly was talented.
By the way...
Why is this effigy hanging upside down? Is it part of the ritual? No, it's not. I'm not sure.
What is it?
If it's not, then why is it like this? Who would go out of their way to hang a wax effigy? Right, if they're going to do this much work, there must be some reason for it. What could it be? Who would do this? The culprit? Angie? Or someone else entirely? Alright, let's check out Angie's body. There's blood dripping from Angie's head. According to the Monokuma file, she sustained a stab wound to the back of the neck, as well as a laceration on her forehead.
I knew it.
The killing blow is a single stab to the back of the neck. A sneak attack, most likely.
Well...
Then what do you make of the wound on her forehead? Maybe the culprit hit her in the head before stabbing her from behind.
But
But her two wounds are substantially different. Did the culprit change weapons mid-attack?
Oh yeah.
I suppose that would be unnecessary.
remember,
Also, the wound on her forehead looks deep, but it's not bleeding much. So that was probably post-mortem. What's going on with these two wounds? If it isn't bleeding much, but it's a deep wound, then that would mean it's probably post-mortem. Huh?
huh?
What's wrong, Maki?
Got a minute?
Move. Maki pushed me aside, then lifted up Angie's body up by the shoulder.
Is this...
What's this doing crumpled underneath her body?
What is it?
This is duct tape, right? What's duct tape doing here? That was on her, because that's her hair. I don't know, but it must be related to the case. Look, their hair's stuck to the tape. Long hairs. Angie's, right? Bloody duct tape with Angie's hair on it. What could it mean?
But
Surprised you spotted this, Maki. It's hidden under her body.
So what?
It was particularly visible. It was partially visible. As a detective, you should have noticed it before I did.
okay.
Well, that's true. Well, even so, I guess you're still getting used to being around dead bodies. So don't beat yourself up over it.
Okay.
Well then, it's a good thing you're used to corpses, Maki.
Do you want to die?
Sorry.
Sorry, joking. I couldn't resist.
Got a minute?
You don't need to apologize. I was joking too. That doesn't sound like a joke, though. Oh, Maki and her jokes. I think that's all over here. What else do we have in here? Just everyone's testimonies, I guess? Alright, Gonta.
Why?
A murder at nighttime is strange. Impossible, even.
Why?
Why do you think that?
Right.
Because student council made a rule that we know can be outside during nighttime. Everyone should have been asleep. No way murder could have happened at nighttime. Yeah, but the student council were exempt from that rule.
You...
Do you really think everyone would go along with that rule? But yeah, too his rule. Angie say he punish us if we not follow his rules.
But
the student council wasn't included in that, correct? They could do whatever they wanted. Angie was also working here at night. Huh? She was?
But
No way. Student council would never break own rules.
right.
They should have been asleep in own rooms to set good example to others. Maybe Angie got attacked while she's asleep in her room and get brought here?
Gonta.
If so, Gonta could have saved her. If only Gonta saw. But Gonta was sleeping. Sorry, Angie. Gonta no could save you. I find it hard to believe that no one went outside in spite of the student council rule. Yeah, really. Oh, right, the door. This door is the lab's back door.
Is this...
This door has a sliding lock, and it's still locked. What's that on the sliding lock, though? It looked like there was something on it. And because no one used this door since we came in here, I believe Angie locked this door when she came in, and it's been locked ever since.
Hey,
Oh wait, what's this? Yeah, what's that? Part of the gold katana. Look, there's something gold and shiny on the tab of the sliding lock. Gold and shiny. Could it be...
Is that all right?
Maki, may I see it for a minute? I want to try moving the sliding lock.
so what?
You want to unlock it? Go ahead, do what you want. I carefully touched the knob of the lock, avoiding the gold parts, and softly slid the lock open.
Okay.
Just as I suspected, this lock will slide without much effort. Whether you lock it or unlock it. This could be an important clue.
Well...
I'm curious about this rear door too, but there's something else that bothers me. The lock on the front door that we used to enter this room. Shouldn't we investigate the front door too? I'm going to take a closer look at it. Maki walked over to the front door. It's unlocked, but I think there are still things to investigate here. Oh. Well, what do you have to say, Mew? This busty brainy beauty has this all figured out. What do you got?
Huh?
Huh? You mean you know who the culprit is?
What was that?
Huh? The culprit? Fuck that.
Hey,
Shuichi, do we really have the time to be listening to her?
wait!
Hey, wait! Wait, goddammit! Are you just gonna ignore my genius idea? Just listen to me, okay? Come on, listen to me. Listen.
Okay.
Okay. Well, if you're gonna twist my arm, then I'll tell you. You better thank me for this.
You know.
I know y'all are dumber than fleas, but even you get how weird these wax dolls are, right? They are strange. Are they for the ritual or another purpose?
Well then.
But I figured it out with just one glance. These are diversions.
Could it be...
Diversions?
Listen
Yep,
up.
the culprit used these wax dolls to distract us from something.
Got a minute?
What do you mean by that?
What?
How should I know? Isn't that Sherlock Holmes' job? Wow, thanks, Mew.
I knew it.
You're a waste of time. Maki turned and walked away. I can't say I blame her.
What was that?
What the hell's her problem? Is she on the rag or something? So Angie made these wax dolls, huh? The resemblance is pretty uncanny. They say the devil's in the details, you know? Let's just see how detailed these really are. Hey! Mew tried to look up the wax figure's skirt.
Hey!
What are you doing? Stop that! What? I just wanted to see if this doll was wearing panties. Wait, do you think I have a doll do you have a doll fetish? Are you excited that your dead girlfriend is a doll now? If you like wax dolls so much, then go fuck the doll already. I'm starting to agree with Maki. Talking to Mew is a waste of time. Hey, don't minimize best girl like that. I'm not sure if it's okay to say this or not, but could Tenko be the culprit?
Huh?
Tenko? Oh, it's not like I have proof or anything, but earlier I heard Himiko say that Tenko was trying to betray the student council.
No.
So you suspect Tenko?
Actually.
Because as a member of the student council, she would have been allowed into this lab.
Oh yeah.
That's right. Angie did allow other members of the student council to enter her lab.
Ah.
Yeah, Angie had been shut away here working on the ritual by herself since yesterday. She said she would only unlock the door if she heard a student council member's voice.
That's true.
That would certainly point to Tenko. She did betray the student council after all.
No.
It's not that I want to suspect Tenko, but since only student council members would have been let in here. So Angie only let in student council members. That would be Gonta, Kibo, Himiko, Tenko, and Tsumugi. Of that group, Tenko is certainly the most suspicious. I don't think it's Tenko, though. It might end up actually being Himiko. Oh, right. Maki.
Hey.
I just want to confirm something. When we got to this lab, you're sure that the front door was locked?
Okay.
Yes, I'm positive. I grabbed the knob and tried to turn it. It really is locked.
I knew
The
it.
front entrance was locked until Kokichi picked the lock to open it. Kokichi pulled out some thin needles and stuck them into the keyhole of the lock. So he picked the cylinder's lock open.
Hey.
Do you think anyone else could have opened the lock besides him?
That's
It
true.
would have been impossible from the outside. The Monocubs took the key. Yeah, because Monodown ate it. Numb.
Then.
So Kokichi is the only one who could have opened or closed the door from the outside, right? Correct. Only Kokichi would have been able to open and close the door from outside. But someone inside could have opened it and closed it as they pleased.
Huh?
So the front door was locked from the inside of the room.
No.
Not necessarily. I'm just thinking of possibilities. But in that case, the question becomes how the person who locked the doors got out, and how the culprit got out of the classroom after locking the doors. I think I might know. You know, I think it might be connected to why the katana is stabbed into Kaede, the wax Kaede, and there's the gold dust on the door on the lock of the other door. So the lock moves very easily, opening or closing it. So maybe it makes sense if like the sword knocked against the lock and closed it, perhaps after the culprit left the room. Like they set up some kind of weird setup, and now it looks like this. Still, it's strange that the front door and back door have different locks. The front door that we came in from has a cylinder lock, and the rear door over there has a sliding lock. But by the time we discovered the body, both doors were locked.
Is this...
In other words, this is what you might call a locked room mystery, right? Locked, huh?
You're right.
Yes, the cylinder lock's key was taken by the Monocubs, so both doors could only be locked from the inside. But only if you rule out Kokichi's lockpicking, right? He could have picked the cylinder's lock on the front door and got to go in and out of the lab. So we could have created this locked room mystery. It's possible that he locked the door from the outside by picking it after he killed Angie.
If I remember
That's
correctly...
true.
That's right.
Also, he appeared at an oddly convenient time when we tried to enter the lab ourselves.
I knew it.
He's clearly suspicious. Yeah, Maki's right. It is suspicious. That solution seems a little too... convenient. Alright, I think... Oh, there's still shit to it. Oh, I guess I have to, like, investigate the wax figurines again? Yeah, because I didn't investigate the katana. A katana stabbed into Kaede's wax effigy.
Damn it!
Who did this? And why?
Got a minute?
Let me see. Maki nudged me aside and gripped the katana and pulled it out of the effigy. Wait, this is a crime scene. You can't...
What is it?
You want to check the katana, right? Well, you can't do that if you don't pull it out.
Because...
Yes, true, but we have to preserve the scene. Maki paid no mind to my protest and stared at the katana for a while.
Is this...
It's a real katana, but there's a gold leaf on it.
Okay.
Yeah, I believe it's the one that was on display in the Ultimate Anthropologist lab. Is that so? There's blood... This is the murder weapon, because there's blood on the tip.
Okay.
We can probably assume this is the murder weapon, judging from the bloodstains on the tip. The edge is too rusty to cut well, but it should be enough to stab.
But
why don't they go through the effort of using this as the murder weapon?
That's true.
Good question. They could have gone to my lab and grabbed a more suitable weapon.
could it be...
Perhaps because Kyo's lab is on the same floor. They just grabbed something close by? They may have been in a hurry.
Well...
Or maybe they needed a long weapon like this.
Huh?
A long weapon.
Okay.
My lab doesn't contain swords, or any other weapons of this length.
Huh?
Really?
That's true.
I'm not sure how Monokuma found out, but he must know I don't use swords for work. When I first started working, I botched a mission using a katana. I haven't used a sword since, which is fine because they're a hassle to carry anyway. I suppose everyone's lab is suited to them personally, just like Angie's was. But how did they know all this? Anyway, the gold leaf on this katana flakes off easily. It's all over my hand now.
Okay.
It must be pretty old for the gold leaf to flake off that easily.
Got a minute?
Why didn't you say so earlier? My hands are all sticky now. I'll have to wash them later. Maki scolded me, then stood in front of Kaede's effigy.
Hey.
I'm going to put the katana back where we found it. If it's too hard to watch, look away.
Okay.
Thank you. I averted my gaze and Maki stabbed the katana back into the wax effigy.
By the way...
Even so, why was a weapon stabbed into the wax effigy? A hanging wax effigy, no less. Was it part of the ritual? Or was the culprit trying to hide the murder weapon? Perhaps they had no intention of hiding it. They didn't even wipe off the blood. Besides, I'm certain there are better ways to hide the murder weapon than this.
What are you talking
Then
about?
what's the reason for this?
That's...
I honestly have no idea. No, this is just adding more credence to my theory that they used like the hanging Kaede effigy to like swing around. The katana would then knock against the lock and close it. After they left. Somehow. Just gotta figure that part out, how they did it.
Well...
We should investigate where this weapon came from. We might find a clue there.
Okay.
The Ultimate Anthropologist lab? Yes, let's do that. I want to make sure the katana indeed came from that room. Alright, let's go then. What other things are there to investigate? Did I not look at the rest of the, do I need to look at the other wax figurines again? Oh, pool of blood. A small pool of blood is emanated from Angie's torso. This can't be from her forehead. This blood is from the back of her neck.
Is this...
This blood is dry. It must have been spilled a few hours before Angie was killed. Maybe more. That fits the 2 a.m. time of death listed in the Monokuma file. Angie's body appears to be exactly as described in the Monokuma file. There were several clues that caught my attention, but I can't draw any conclusions yet. If we think about all the evidence in combination, that might tell us something. Let's continue the investigation for now. Maki, what's wrong?
So what?
It's not that important, but the only time you're reliable is when you're investigating a crime scene. Is that supposed to be a compliment?
Like I'd know.
Who knows? You're certainly more reliable than Kaito, at least. That guy's useless. Anyway, let's continue. Alright.
Got a minute?
Is this really the time to rest? I don't think we've found enough clues yet. We don't know how much time we have left to investigate, so we need to hurry up.
You're right.
Ah, you're right. First we should investigate the ultimate anthropologist's lab. We may find a clue related to the katana.
That's true.
We can check if the katana really did come from that place. Is something wrong, Maki?
By the way...
It just occurred to me. Why am I acting like your partner?
Sure, whatever.
Well, it's fine. Just don't get used to it. Sounds as if I asked you, but it's fine by me. It's true that Maki is a tremendous help to me. Maki's great. I'm really starting to like her a lot. Alright, so let's go check Kyo's lab out. We might be able to find some clues. Oh, here's the door. If I remember correctly, the gold leaf katana is from... The sheath is there. It's just the sheath. Earlier, the katana was inside the sheath.
Okay.
Maki, the gold leaf katana definitely came from here. I'm certain of it.
That's true.
Doesn't that make Kyo suspicious? This is his research lab after all. Yeah, but it's not... You can't lock the doors in this one.
No.
Not necessarily. Anyone could have come in here and taken it.
That's true.
Fair enough. Anyone could have done the same with my lab too. Oh, hey, Kokichi.
Oh?
Oh, what are you guys doing here?
Ew.
What are you doing here? Shouldn't you be helping with the seance? You look so disgusted right now. Then again, I guess that is your signature look.
Anyway,
I forgot to bring something we need for the seance, so I came back to get it.
Huh?
Something for the seance.
yeah.
Yep, that white sheet over there. We brought the wooden dog statue and cage already, but I guess we need that sheet too.
What is it?
I don't get it. Why do you guys need a cage, wooden dog statue, and a white sheet? Hey, don't ask me. I don't know why we need this stuff either.
So that means...
That's why I figured I'd do a little research on this seance before I got the sheet.
Huh?
Study. So, let's see. Kokichi took a look around and... I heard it was like some old handmade book. Oh, is this it?
Yeah.
Yep, it says Caged Dog Village right there on the cover, so this must be it. Let's see, what does it say about the Caged Child Seance? Kokichi flipped through the old book he picked up. Oh, is it this page? It's hard to read, but I can see the Caged Child mentioned here.
Yeah.
Kyo's drawing the same magic circle as the one in this picture. Okay, let's see. In order to perform the Caged Child, you need 5 people, including the spirit medium, in a dark place with no light.
If I remember correctly...
Just like Kyo said. First, draw the magic circle passed down from the Caged Dog Village, on the ground. In the center of the circle, the spirit medium must kneel, curl like a turtle, and rest their forehead on a stone on the ground. Afterward, the other 4 participants must put the iron cage over the spirit medium and cover it with a white sheet. And finally, the dog god must be placed on top of the cage.
I see.
It also says we can't step on the magic circle during the preparations. The dog god? You mean that wooden dog statue?
Yeah.
When the preparations are complete, turn out all the lights to create complete darkness. The seance will begin when the 4 participants are each standing at a corner of the room. The 4 participants, not including the spirit medium, will sing the caged child song. After the song, they ask, "Is the caged child?" Then say the name of the spirit. The spirit medium will reply in the voice of the summoned spirit. And that's all it says. That sounds complicated.
But...
Complicated plans have a better chance of working out in the end, wouldn't you say? Whether it works or not, Kyo's been wanting to conduct this seance for a while. Yeah, that's right. Since I was fortunate enough to obtain one of those copies, I have already memorized it. But I never thought I'd be able to lay eyes on the original one. What a trick of fate.
Right?
Oh yeah, he said he memorized every word of it too. That's probably why he left the book here, because he can conduct the seance without it.
But...
Is that even possible? Contacting Angie's ghost. If you're so curious, why don't you join us, Shuichi?
Huh?
Huh?
Well,
You should see how it plays out with your own eyes.
See?
There's still time, you know. The seance hasn't even started yet.
That's true.
Maybe it's better if you join them.
Huh?
You think so?
I don't understand.
Well, I'm not going. I don't believe in seances. But whether you believe or not, as a detective, you should be there to observe what happens. As a detective, huh?
Okay.
Yeah, I think you're right. Now you're talking.
All right.
Well, I'll be waiting for you. Of the 3 empty rooms, we're in the middle one. Kokichi spoke as if he was inviting me to go play, then left the room. Alright, well, I guess I'll head off, Maki. Maybe we'll catch up later.
Hello.
So, Kokichi tells me you wish to participate in the seance as well, Shuichi? You are most welcome to join us.
Oh.
Is what I would like to say. However, only 5, including the spirit medium, may join.
Oh, man.
Aw man, what a shame. Well, Keyboy, you're out.
Me?
Why me? I agree with Kokichi. I was thinking this for a while.
Listen up!
Robots and seances don't mix. They're like toothpaste and orange juice.
You see.
To be honest, I had the same thought. Your help was appreciated, Kibo.
Why you?
Don't any of you feel guilty for kicking me out after forcing me to come? That's why we're apologizing.
Do not mock
No
me!
one's apologized yet.
Oh, man.
Fine, fine, our bad. Don't get mad and start shooting electromagnetic waves at us.
How rude!
Why would I do that?
Stop it.
Stop whining, Kibo. I want to start the seance as soon as possible. Fine, but I won't forget this betrayal, Shuichi. What? What did I do?
So then...
So now Shuichi has joined us. First, some warnings.
Do you understand?
Do not enter the magic circle that I've drawn on the floor. It is drawn with purifying salt, so it is easily disturbed when stepped upon. You drew this magic circle with salt?
That's correct.
I always use salt for magic circles. It makes seances more likely to succeed.
Well then...
It's also dark in here, so be sure to watch your step. If the magic circle is broken, not only will the seance fail,
Terrifying.
but it may also unleash a curse.
Okay.
Got it. I'll be careful. Surprised you were able to draw this without even looking at the picture.
Do not worry.
I have the entire document memorized, so this magic circle should be perfect. Of course, I also have the caged child's song memorized. You must do the same.
Do you understand?
I have copied the words into the song down here. Please commit it to memory. Everyone else has already memorized it. After all, you'll be unable to read it in the dark.
Huh?
We have to memorize the lyrics now?
Oh?
You're a detective, so I expect your memory to be up to the task. Here is the melody. I listened to Kyo sing the song and did my best to memorize the melody and lyrics.
Okay.
Alright, I think I've got it now. Your memory is extraordinary. You are indeed the ultimate detective. Well then, let us begin the ritual right away.
How exciting!
Yay, we finally get to see Angie.
So then,
Before that, let us choose a spirit medium. It would work best with a girl. Then I'll do it. I can't think of anyone but me that Angie's spirit should go in.
No.
No, I'll do it. Because if you're the spirit medium, you won't be able to talk to Angie.
Yeah? That's right.
You want to talk to Angie, right? Then I'll be the spirit medium. That way you can say goodbye to her. After you finish saying your goodbyes, keep your chin up and live life facing forward. Survive with me and everyone else.
Please.
Tenko.
By the way.
Also, Himiko, let me say this one thing. Expressing your feelings is perfectly natural. You shouldn't feel ashamed at all. So, if you feel like crying while you're talking to Angie, go ahead and cry your eyes out. You'll feel better when you do. Well, I mean, laughing makes you feel better too.
Damn it!
And venting your anger onto something can really cheer you up.
Yes.
Train your heart by crying, laughing, and venting your anger, Himiko. I think you've trained too much. You're probably right. Seems like the two of them made up. That's good.
so then...
So now that we've decided on a spiritual medium, let us begin.
Yes.
Alright, Himiko, I'll see you later.
Now, I would like the spirit medium Tenko to sit within the center circle. Please be sure to walk on the path, so as not to disturb the magic circle.
Make sure you watch your steps since it's so dark in here.
Next, you must be as a turtle within that circle. Please rest your forehead upon this stone marker I've placed here.
It's just a stone I brought from the courtyard. Are you sure it'll work?
It should be fine.
Certainly. It is merely needed as a marker for her forehead to rest upon.
Like this?
This may be uncomfortable, but please endure it until the seance is complete. Whatever you do, you mustn't raise your head or change positions.
Piece of cake. I have 5-star flexibility.
So then...
Starting now, the rest of us must go to work. There are many things left to be done.
Let's see.
First, we must place this iron cage atop Tenko. I shall leave that to Shuichi and Kokichi. Please keep in mind, walk carefully so as not to disturb the magic circle.
Yeah.
Okay, you can count on me. I may not look like it, but I'm actually super duper strong.
I shouldn't have lied. I'm way too weak for this kind of stuff.
You got... fucking... of course, Kokichi.
It's made of iron. No wonder it's heavy.
Hold on! Don't just drop it on top of me!
I know. It wouldn't be very funny if a body discovery announcement happened during this.
Yeah, we know who the killer is.
Please don't jinx us!
I'm tired. So, next, we cover the basket with a white cloth, right?
I shall take that role. All right. Everything is prepared. Tenko, how are you doing?
Well, I can only see the floor from this position, but I think I'm fine.
The final step is to place the wooden statue of the dog god atop the cage. The 4 of us may need to do this together. The statue is quite heavy.
Even with 4 people, it's still really heavy. Oh, holy crap, this weighs a ton!
This is fun for no one.
No, it is not much more than 175 pounds.
175 pounds.
Oh, I'm totally wiped.
I could have used my magic to carry it easily, but seances and magic don't mix.
Don't they, though?
Are you sure it's okay to put something so heavy on top of the cage?
The iron cage was made specifically for seances, so it can hold this weight.
Okay. I guess that's fine then.
Just messing with the volume on my TV, guys.
Now, let us exit the magic circle. Take care to avoid disturbing it.
Alright.
So then,
This is the point of no return, Tenko. After this point, you mustn't speak. The next time you open your mouth, it will be Angie speaking through you.
Got it!
Understood. I will not say a word until the seance is over. Okay, everyone, I'll see you guys after the seance.
Well then.
The rest of us shall move to the corners of the room. Please go to one of your choosing. We each stood in a different corner.
Now we darken the room. Kokichi and Shuichi are closest to the candles. Please blow out the candles. You should be able to follow the walls in the dark.
So go back to the corner of the room after it's dark. Okay, got it.
You needn't move, Himiko. There are many gaps in the floor near you.
Yeah, got it.
Once the room is dark, I will begin the song. Please sing along with me. Then, I will call out to Angie. Until she replies, there must be silence.
After the seance is done, Shuichi and I are supposed to light the candles again, right?
Correct. I brought matches from the warehouse, so please use those.
Okie dokie, then I'll blow out the candle now.
I walked up to the closest candle and blew out the flame. The room instantly fell into complete darkness. Pitch black darkness. So dark I couldn't even see my own body. Overcoming my instinctual fear of the dark, I moved along the wall back to my corner. Then I began the singing.
At last, at long last.
Kyo led us all in the Caged Child song.
Young guard dog and little lost girl, sealed within an iron cage. At mountain's bottom, within the darkness, at last, at long last. How many will there be by dawn? Will there be two or just one? Will the guard dog run far away, or did it eat the little girl? At last, at long last.
We finished singing the song, but I thought I heard an odd sound in the middle of it. What was that?
Say,
Is the Caged Child Angie Yonaga? He began calling. Now if the medium answers.
say,
Is the Caged Child Angie Yonaga? What's going on?
say,
Is the Caged Child Angie Yonaga?
What's the matter?
What's wrong? Why won't Angie answer?
hold on.
Himiko, I was very clear that you were not to speak, yes? But something's weird. Why won't she answer? Maybe it failed?
Let's see.
Let's light the candles briefly.
Huh?
What? Is that okay?
Well,
Just for now. Confused, I walked along the wall back to the candle. Managed to strike a match and light the candle once again. Dude, the way the floorboards are, did she end up falling through the floor? Why do I see something pink down there?
that cannot be.
That shouldn't be the case. The seance was perfect.
What?
Is Angie not coming? Is that still Tango in there? Tango?
I see, yes.
I told her she mustn't speak until the spirit enters her. She follows orders well, but how about we let her out for now?
Hold on.
Wait, dark arts such as this need to be started and completed the same way. Those who remove objects from the magic circle must be the same who brought them in. If not, the spirit may stay in the medium's body.
Man.
Seeing as how this was a failure, I don't think any spirit was sticking around, but whatever. I see pink under there. Just like setting it up, Kyo instructed us how to clean everything up.
Now, I will remove the sheet.
I see the floorboard moved. Kyo pinched the fabric gently and pulled it aside.
Oh? Perhaps.
Something is amiss. Himiko ran toward the cage at a sprint. Himiko, I told you not to step on the... But she wasn't listening. She jumped onto the cage and... Fueled by desperation, Himiko grabbed the cage, lifted it up, and... Are you fucking kidding me? Tenko's dead? In the investigation? What? What the fuck is this?
Really?
Who would have thought there'd be another victim during the investigation? Maybe Monophanie's green puke was predicting this tragedy.
Ah!
Oh, the puke's color is normal now. I guess it was predicting this.
For now.
Everyone, please assemble in the seance room. What the actual fuck, though? Tenko. The second body discovery announcement played. I see they didn't want to break the mold with, 2 bodies during the the third chapter, but still, what the fuck? Now Tenko's dead!
What?
Tenko! Seriously? What is this? How did this happen?
How this happened?
Tenko, Gonta's so sorry. Gonta no could protect you.
Got a minute?
Shuichi, explain the situation. I thought you were conducting the seance. What happened?
Well, that's...
I don't know. What's happening?
What on
I'm
earth?
surprised too. I never thought a murder would happen during an investigation. I guess for now, you should maybe start the investigation right away?
Say...
Before that, I would like to confirm something. The culprit who killed Angie may be a different culprit from the one who killed Tenko, yes? Huh?
If so...
What happens in the event that there are 2 murders by 2 people? What if there are 2 blackened? You know, I've been wondering this since the first game. 'Cause it was a possibility in the first game, but, you know, Celeste kind of fucking killed that one. Will we need to find them both at the class trial?
That's right.
Now that you mention it, that's a good point. What would happen in that scenario?
Yeah?
Eh? What would happen? Monodam, what would happen? What would happen?
Not that!
Why do you look lost too, Monodam? I thought you were gonna run things instead of Daddy. I never expected something like this to happen. I don't know what to do. Really, I don't know. Aw man, they're all disorganized. If you can't decide the class trial's objective, then we won't know what to investigate.
Father!
Father always knows what to do. We should ask him for help.
No way!
Have you already forgotten? Daddy's in no condition to help us. Yeah. It's all our fault that Daddy ended up like that.
Yeah?
Huh? It's all your fault, Monophony.
Daddy!
Daddy, help! We don't know what to do on our own.
Ah!
We gotta use the power of love. That ought to snap him back to normal.
Hey.
That won't work. Father is just an empty shell now.
That's right!
That's not true. Anything's possible with the power of love. You don't understand because you've never been loved before, Monodam. I love you, so please get back to normal.
Father!
I want to see you, Father. I love you with all my heart. Aw, you're making me blush. What the fuck?
Here I am!
I'm back! Were you good while I was away? This again?
Thank you so much, my adorable darling cousin.
That was you!
With you running the academy, I was able to fully enjoy my relaxing vacation.
Vacation.
Oh, that tickles! Father's intense love is getting me all soaked.
Daddy, your tongue feels amazing! This better not awaken anything in me.
Monodam's knows the... Can I hear that again? Oh, it's so good. Oh, Jason Wishnob, you're great.
No.
Man, that vacation was just what I needed. It's important to take time off to relax.
To tell you the
Normally most companies won't even let you take time off to go on vacation. But I was able to do it. The secret is just to leave whether you got permission or not. Huh? Wait, so then, who's this Baldy then?
Yeah?
Oh, just a part-timer I got to cover me while I was gone. Here's your pay like we agreed on. Now take it and get out of here.
Why?
Huh? I thought you were supposed to be relaxed. What?
Huh?
Now the nuisance is out of the way. What were you guys talking about again?
Yeah?
Ah, that's right. What happens to your votes with our two blackened candidates?
I'll answer.
Well, I have an answer for that. It's first come, first served.
Huh?
First come, first served?
Hey.
The blackened who killed the first victim to be discovered will be your target.
In
In other words, if the blackened who killed Angie isn't the same one who killed Tenko, then only Angie's killer will be considered the blackened. Basically, Tenko's killer wasted a kill, and Tenko herself is a waste of a victim. I'll add this to the school regulations so you can review it later.
Go ahead.
I also updated the Monokuma file. Do your best to investigate this murder too.
Father!
Boy, everything's going smoothly now that Father's running things again. Leader's gotta be able to take decisive action. Indecision is just the worst.
Daddy!
You're glowing like a lamp. There's nothing better than being praised by my cute little cubs. Nothing better than spending time with my cute cubs. For as long as you live, I will never let any of you go. He just left us behind while he was saying he'd never let us go.
How nice!
That's why he's so amazing. Please lick me more, Daddy. Okay, that's a...
So long. Farewell.
Monodam? So to make sense of all that,
Listen closely.
if both murders have different culprits, then our vote will determine Angie's killer.
Nope.
But we don't even know if there is a different culprit, do we?
Let's see.
True, we should investigate Tenko's death as well, just in case.
How exciting!
Finally, things are heating up. I'm getting so excited.
Piece of shit!
Yeah, you're fucking psycho.
Shuichi!
This is bad.
Huh?
Huh? This is unquestionably bad. I can't believe Tenko was killed. Everyone's upset and confused. I'm in no shape to help right now.
But you know,
So, this is where you need to step up.
listen up.
Listen, Shuichi. The impossible is possible. All you gotta do is make it so.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Alright then, let's check the Monokuma file first. Yeah. The victim is Tenko Chabashira, the ultimate Aikido master. The body was found in the middle of the empty room on the 4th floor. In the middle empty room of the 4th floor. The time of death is approximately 11 a.m. The only visible injury is a stab wound to the back of the victim's neck. A stab wound on her neck. The same as Angie's cause of death. It doesn't look like a coincidence. Maybe it's Angie's curse. Curse! Oh shit!
Hey!
Kaito?
What? Curse?
Oh shit.
Kaito, calm down. No way there's a curse! Don't screw around!
You're the one who's screwing around. Do you want to die?
Shit. Slam! A dull sound reverberated through the room. Oh god!
Are you okay?
Kaito, are you okay?
My bad.
My bad, Shuichi. I'm starting to feel bad, but for a different reason. I'm gonna go get some fresh air, so I'll leave this to you and Maki roll. Kaito left the room, still a little bit wobbly. Jesus Christ. Should we resume the investigation? Time is of the essence.
That's correct.
True. We haven't time to mourn Tenko's death, as our own lives are at stake.
This is...
That's true, but Angie and then Tenko. And to think, earlier I was suspicious of Tenko. I'm sorry, Tenko.
How can this be?
It's all Gonta's fault. Gonta failed to protect friends again. Himiko. Tenko's death caught us all off guard. Everyone's panicking. I have to keep it together. I have to work harder. Because I'm a detective. Alright.
Well...
It's too dark in here. We can't investigate even if we wanted to.
Got it.
Going to bring candles from other room to make this room bright, okay?
No.
No, that won't be necessary.
Ah,
Yeah, that's not necessary at all.
Huh?
Huh? Why?
listen up.
Show him, Kibo. Show him your new power. New power? You have a flashlight now.
His eyes lit up. I, New Iruma, the gorgeous girl genius, have installed a new function in Kibo.
Just leave it to me. I will become the guiding light that shines on you all.
Shine on, shine on! Shine on, you crazy fucking diamond!
What the actual fuck is this game anymore? I don't even know what this episode is anymore. Man, what a lame function. You should have made him like a transformer or something. You should have made him a transformer.
It's okay.
But it's bright now, so we should hurry and investigate.
Okay.
Yeah, you're right. Alright, Kibo's flashlight function. Alright. I want to look at this stuff first. Because it was during the seance that we heard that sound. And maybe it was something in the something popped out from like the top of the cage or the dog statue. And stabbed Tenko. It's the wooden dog statue used in the seance. I believe it's called the Dog God. During the seance, this wooden statue was on top of the cage. It took 4 of us to remove it. The wooden statue is pretty heavy.
If I remember...
Kyo said it was about 175 pounds. It's about the weight of 2 girls.
What?
What do you know about girls? Have you even touched a woman besides your mother? What?
I'm kidding.
I'm kidding. Anyway,
Is this...
if this heavy thing was on top of the cage, then Tenko would not have been able to get out easily. Yeah,
okay.
you're right about that. That didn't sound like you were kidding earlier. Alright, I imagine we're gonna find a hole or something in the white cloth. It's the white sheet we used for the seance. So it's placed on top of the cage. And Kyo is the one who removed it.
Is this...
This cloth is pretty thick. It's similar to a window curtain, but it's completely opaque. And on the back, look, there's a blood stain on it, right around the middle of the sheet.
But
no hole. Oh, there's no hole in the fabric. Which means Tenko wasn't stabbed through this cloth.
Okay.
She was stabbed while underneath the cloth. Okay. So Tenko was stabbed underneath the cloth. It's the magic circle Kyo drew on the floor. Well, at least it was. It's been completely stomped over. I suppose it was unavoidable.
Well...
Was this drawn with salt?
Yes.
Whenever I perform a seance, I always use salt.
What?
Are you feeling alright? You sound ridiculous.
Ridiculous.
Ridiculous? I have performed many successful seances. Why have I've even had spirits enter my butt?
Right
Shut
already.
up. I don't want to hear about your stupid delusions. Makiko doesn't beat around the bush. It's kind of refreshing, actually.
But
In any case, with all these footprints, I can't make out the original circle.
So what?
We'll find out in Kyo's lab. It should be written in the Cage Dog Village document.
Hey,
Isn't that right, Kyo? He seems depressed. I suppose that makes sense. You know, I'm starting to think, could it possibly have been Kyo who killed them? I mean, he drew the magic circle perfectly around this floorboard. This floorboard is loose. And it's the one right under Tenko.
why?
Why is this floorboard loose?
if I remember
It
correctly,
wasn't like this before. Must have come loose during the seance.
Why?
Why would it come loose during the seance?
but
A floorboard this thick and heavy wouldn't have come loose easily. Then someone must have loosened it on purpose. Huh. Tenko's dead body. She took her last breath crouched over like this. According to the Monokuma file, her only injury is a stab wound to her neck. This wound was fatal. It must have caused instant death. I didn't hear a scream during the seance. Ah, wait. Yeah. Would Tenko really keep her mouth shut despite the pain?
Nope.
Her death might not have been instant, but she couldn't have gone that far. She couldn't have gone far before she bled out.
huh?
What do you mean?
What's the
You were
point?
concerned about that, right?
Okay.
With a wound this deep, the victim is too shocked to do anything except die. You're speaking from experience?
That's
Of course. Quick deaths are my specialty. Well then, that makes sense.
By the way,
The real question is, what was she killed with? I don't see a murder weapon around. That's true. You're right, I don't see an obvious murder weapon. That could be a clue. Tenko's last moments. Jeez. There's a rock next to Tenko's body. This must be... Yeah, the marker stone Kyo laid down. Tenko had her forehead on this rock, hunched over. She had to make herself small to fit inside the cage. This is the cage used in the seance.
is this...
It looks to be 3 feet high and 5 feet wide. It's a pretty large iron cage,
Okay.
big enough for a person to fit inside. During the seance, Kokichi and I covered Tenko with the cage. We were supposed to remove it as well. But it was Himiko who rushed in and removed the cage first.
Hey,
Hey, look at this.
is this...
A blood stain on the bottom of the cage. Probably Tenko's blood, yeah?
That's true.
Yes, I imagine so. The splatter must have been made when she was killed,
What do you mean?
which means Tenko was killed while she was inside the cage.
Okay.
I think you're right. Tenko went under the cage before the seance. But when the cage was lifted after the seance, she was already dead.
Then...
If she was stabbed right when the cage was lifted, that would explain this bloodstain, right?
Huh?
Perhaps she wasn't killed during the seance, but the exact moment the cage was lifted. That is a possibility. I don't know. Oh, the hole in the corner. There's a small opening in the corner of the room. Doesn't look big enough for a person to get through, but still.
Is this...
A hole? Looks like there's space under here, too. Hold on. I can see something below. Looks like something dropped down there. Something dropped down there.
Got a minute?
After we check everywhere else, why don't we go under the floor and see for ourselves?
Okay.
Right. Let's do it. Huh. Candles hung on the walls. They're the only source of light in this room. There are no windows in this room, so without candles it was pitch black. But how did the culprit kill Tenko in complete darkness? Huh. Oh, what do you have to say, Himiko?
Hey!
Himiko! Hey, Himiko! Be strong, Himiko!
Wait,
Gonta, if you shake Himiko that much, she's going to break. But she not talking. It's like Himiko not even here.
like I thought.
She must have been really shocked over Tenko. Let's leave her be for now. Okay. Himiko.
Well,
These floorboards seem a little unstable to you. They're tough to walk on. The floorboards aren't nailed down. They're just lying on top of cross pieces. That's what Gonta told me. That's probably the reason they're a little unstable. They've only been laid on top. That's why they're unstable.
Well,
Well, the boards are fairly thick and sturdy. Can't imagine they'd come loose easily.
is this?
But if someone wanted to remove a floorboard, they could easily do so, right?
okay.
Yes, I suppose. I said things that made Tenko look suspicious. And now this. I'm sorry, Tenko.
Stop it.
Cry later.
What?
Huh?
Because.
Crying won't bring Tenko back. And if we don't investigate thoroughly, we'll die too.
Okay.
I need to find the truth and pin down the culprit. For Tenko and all of us.
I guess.
You're right. Tenko would want us to figure it out so she'd have no regrets. That would be the best way to apologize.
Why?
First Angie, and then Tenko.
How can this be?
Gonta so ashamed. Why Gonta no could protect friends? Mew. This investigation is over and shut, and it's all thanks to me for giving Kibo a new function. Now then, Kung Fu's killer is obviously one of you stupid assholes who signed up to do this bullshit seance in the first place.
No.
No, not necessarily.
Huh?
Huh? Seriously? This seance was clearly set up to lure her in and kill her. How did someone who wasn't in the room kill her?
Could it be?
So you believe that Tenko was killed during the seance?
Fucking moron!
There's no other possibility, shit for brains. God, you don't even know that? It is true that Tenko was alive before the seance began. Yeah. Tenko answered Kyo, so at that point she was most certainly alive. But when the candles were relit, she had already been killed. I mean, she was killed in the dark. I'm positive. What time exactly was Tenko killed after the candles were blown out? That may be an important point of this case.
That cannot be.
Why? Why did this?
I knew it.
Kyo, I know the murder was pretty shocking.
But of course.
Of course, I am shocked about that as well. But why did the seance fail? We performed all of the steps flawlessly. He seems more concerned by that than the murder.
Ah, yes.
Oh, if we perform the caged child again and summon Tenko's spirit this time.
This is stupid.
Cut the crap. Just tell me what happened during the seance. Both you and Shuichi were present, right? Did she get killed during the seance?
I see.
True,
Yes.
it may be best to move past what happened, to know why the seance failed.
Is that so?
Whatever. Just hurry up. At the time, in order to be in the seance, we had Tenko, the spiritual medium, position herself as a turtle within the magic circle, so her head touched the marker stone. Then Shuichi and Kokichi placed the cage over Tenko. After that, I placed the white cloth over the cage. Then all four of us placed the wooden statue atop the dog god, the wooden statue of the dog god atop the cage. Afterwards, we stood in the four corners of the room. Kokichi and Shuichi blew out the candles.
Yes.
Finally, we all sang the caged child song. The seance should have been complete, but... now that you mention it, I remember hearing a strange sound during the song. Yeah. Got to a certain part. Thunk! It is a mystery to me as well. I thought someone may have tripped, perhaps. That was pretty loud for someone tripping. Perhaps Kyo knows something.
What do you mean?
And then what happened?
Yes.
We called out to her, but no reply came. I had Shuichi and Kokichi relight the candles. Then we all removed the items from within the magic circle in the opposite order. First, all four of us removed the dog god statue. Next, I took off the white cloth. And then... Himiko ran over to the cage, the moment she lifted it. Then it sounds like Tenko was definitely killed during the seance.
No.
But would it not be difficult in such darkness? Besides, she was inside the cage, yes? Then when was she killed?
Well, that's...
Yes, that is a problem.
I see, yes.
And there is another problem.
How?
And that is, why ever did the seance fail? I simply cannot figure it out.
Perhaps.
Maybe someone moved from their corner. Did someone else sneak in here?
What's the point?
Obviously, since the seance was clearly a sham. Maki was never one to pull her punches.
Hey!
Hey Maki, we finished investigating up here. Perhaps you should check under the floor?
By the way,
It seems pretty dark down there. What should we use for a light?
That's true.
Let's bring a candle. If Kibo's light from up here, that should be fine.
okay.
Then I'll go get a candle. Remove that floorboard so we can go down.
Okay.
Okay, got it. I pulled off some floorboards near the hole and took the candle from Maki. Then we carefully made our way through the hole and under the floor. Oh, there's still blood dripping. This is a lot more spacious than I thought. You can move pretty easily on all fours.
Okay.
Let's look around for clues.
Well,
It'd look pretty stupid if we found no clues after crawling around this dusty place.
Okay.
Yeah. Alright. There's blood over here, too. That's weird. Let's look at the crosspiece first. Yeah, because that crosspiece doesn't... Yeah, that one was cut. Ah, look! Part of the crosspiece that supports the floorboard is cut off.
that's true.
It's near the loose floorboard, and the portion missing is about the same width, too. And from what I can see of it,
That's true.
it wasn't broken off naturally. This was cut by someone. There should be saws in the warehouse, so they could have used that. The question is, why? Another crosspiece is supporting the floorboard, so it might not fall if this portion is missing.
Then,
So what purpose did this serve? The floorboard underneath Tenko's body is loose, and the crosspiece supporting it had been cut. If the culprit did all this, then why? Alright. Dried blood. There's a blood stain on the ground underneath the loose floorboard. That's pretty far from where Tenko's blood is dripping down. It's under the same floorboard, just at different ends. Why is there blood here?
hey,
Hey, the back of this floorboard has blood on it too. Yeah, the back of it. Was this used to kill Angie? Huh.
what do you mean?
Did Tenko's blood splatter here when she got killed? No, that's dried blood, Maki.
That's true.
I wonder. Can't really be sure yet.
Okay.
But these bloodstains here are completely dry. There must be some reason these particular stains are dry. Is this Angie's blood? Blood dripping from the gaps in the floorboards. fresh blood. This is definitely Tenko's. I guess that's it then. No? Alright, I forgot to look around. You can come in here from the other room. Some of the wood is corroded and is broken off, so you can see into the next room.
Hey.
This is the wall of the empty room, right? Looks like there's wood along the wall. This part is rotted away. This looks like natural rot. This hole wasn't made intentionally. But I can get to the next room through here.
That's true.
If I remember correctly, the room next door is also empty, right? Then the culprit could have gone from room to room by moving under here instead of using the hallway.
No.
True, but it would have been difficult moving around under the floor. We did alright because we had a light. Without that, it'd be pitch black. That might make it impossible to move around in there.
Nope.
Then they could have used a light like we're doing right now.
Well,
True. They used a light to move around under the floor. Is that possible? Huh. Holy shit! A sickle! There's a sickle here, and there's blood all over it. Is this what was used to kill Tango?
okay.
The blood on the sickle is fresh. This is it. This is the murder weapon.
Is this...
This came from my research lab.
Huh?
It did?
Well...
A sickle can be used to assassinate a target. It can be thrown without losing any lethality. And you could hide it under your clothes, too.
Well,
If she was attacked with this, she wouldn't stand a chance. The blade is about 6 inches.
That's right.
And since Tango is in the cage, she wouldn't have been able to defend herself.
but
But even if this is our murder weapon, how did the culprit attack Tango in the cage? The blade could fit through the gaps in the cage, but could it reach her neck?
That's true.
The cage is 3 feet high. If you were to stab into it with a 6-inch blade, well, it would depend on Tango's posture, but I don't think it's impossible. Then her posture is the question.
Hey,
Hey, if the weapon is down here, the culprit must have thrown it away, right?
that's true.
Perhaps after killing Tango, the culprit threw the sickle under the floor in the dark. Or they could have been under the floor the entire time. Either of those is possible. Huh. I think we finished investigating here.
Is that all right?
Maki, you want to head back up? Glad you asked. I was starting to get fed up with all this dust. After Maki and I crawled out from under the floor, we put the floorboards back and returned to our investigation.
by the way,
We've only been investigating this room. You sure that's wise?
Huh?
What do you mean?
because...
If Angie and Tango have different killers, then the Blacken we need to vote for is
You're right.
the culprit for the first murder. The culprit who killed Angie. That's what Monokuma said.
Then...
So instead of investigating Tango's death, shouldn't we be investigating Angie's?
Okay.
Yes, of course.
But
But this is bigger than the killing game. For the sake of the two who died, I need to reveal the truth of both their deaths. Well, I understand why you feel that way. But if you plan on investigating the other crime scene again, we should probably hurry. Alright. When I came to the hallway, a scene more surprising than I could ever imagine unfolded.
It's a lie!
I don't have to do this shit anymore. I can stop playing this game right fucking now. You're a real fucking asshole, you little bastard.
huh?
What are you doing?
Oh?
Oh, sorry. I'm just a little lightheaded from the blood loss. Yeah, this is real blood.
Why?
Okay, so what are you doing? I got curious about something, so I decided to search the empty room next door. Then, suddenly, I stepped through the floorboard.
Huh?
You stepped through a floorboard?
That's so mean.
Jeez, that got me good. Because of this, I tripped and fell pretty hard.
Got a minute?
If you're going to lose consciousness, do it after you tell us everything.
Ah.
Oh, sorry, my bad. I guess there was no crosspiece supporting this floorboard, so I kinda stepped through. What bad luck. The crosspiece was gone? Does that mean... we're done already?
Confidence, dreams. That's what the killing game is all about. Killing game fans, hold your head high and watch with your own 2 eyes. Baseball, soccer, mobile games, they're all nothing compared to the killing game.
Mobile games?
The killing game just can't be beat. Behold, students, the entrance to the trial grounds.
So we can't investigate the other room. I guess time's up.
Go.
Aw man, it's because of you guys I didn't have enough time to check something.
Huh?
What were you trying to check?
See?
I wanted to re-research the seance again, so I brought this document with me. But unfortunately,
Man.
I couldn't find anything new that could possibly be used as a clue. Kyo perfectly reenacted the seance as what was written in the document. He drew his magic circle the same exact way in the picture. Not only that, he used the same exact tools too. Nothing suspicious about this whole thing. Well, I wanted to check the finer details, but I'll tell you about it later. At the class trial. So, see you there. Kokichi left. The blood loss clearly affecting his footing a bit. Bloody Kokichi. Fucking Christ. Let's go too.
That's true.
Yeah. Okay. Is Maki nervous? I see. So even she gets nervous sometimes.
Do you want to die?
What are you staring at? Do you want to die? Let's go, shall we? We'd have to head to the trial grounds now? I guess so. Man, I have no idea who fucking did this. I'm super confused.
Oh dear.
It would appear we all have gathered, but it seems there are less and less of us.
Oh.
Less friends mean it that much harder to solve mystery.
Don't worry.
Well, don't worry. I'm sure you've gotten a little smarter by now, Gonta. Yeah, Gonta do his best to help. I'd want you to graduate from the super idiot level to at least Kaito idiot level.
What?
Hey, what's that supposed to mean?
Are you okay?
More importantly, are you okay, Kaito?
Ah.
Yeah, I'm feeling better now. Wow, Maki Roll sure does pack a punch.
I don't know.
It's your fault. You don't need to worry about our dwindling numbers. Only dipshits have died so far.
That being said,
I know it's a tall order, but try to use your brains this time so I don't have to use mine.
Hoo-yah!
These golden brain cells of mine are a gift to the entire world.
Unacceptable.
It's as though every time you open your mouth, you become less likable.
rest in peace.
Atua, please. Please lend us your power.
But
It may be difficult for us to rely on Atua, considering what happened to Angie, whom Atua loved most of all.
well, you know.
She shouldn't have relied on Atua in the first place. But seriously, it's kind of funny seeing a robot believe in God, especially Atua.
I also...
So what? Robots can believe in God.
Indeed.
Actually, before I even met Angie, I had a similar experience. Hearing voices, I mean. What? You might call it an inner voice. It tells me what to do whenever I'm in trouble.
Got a minute?
How long are you going to say that for? Atua and ghosts don't matter right now.
Jeez.
Yeah, the trial this time's gonna be rough. We got caught in Monokuma's trap.
Huh?
His trap?
That's right.
He probably made the 4th floor so scary on purpose to prevent me from investigating.
All right already.
No, he didn't.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's no way.
Hey, so...
Shuichi, say something.
Huh?
What should I say? What should I say except let's fucking do this, guys. Oh, God. I can't believe fucking Tanko died, too. As usual, we walk toward the elevator in silence. As soon as we remaining survivors stepped aboard, we descended. Perhaps because there were fewer of us, the elevator seemed to move faster. And so we fell faster and faster downward into the black. You know, I've actually done this, but who is left? Maki, Miu, Samugi, Kokichi, Gonta, Kyo, Shuichi, Kaito, Himiko, and Kibo. So one of us is the killer. I really have no idea. The elevator stopped, and just like always, the doors parted slowly. The light that shines on us from the other side, the bright light of our future. Or is it...
Uh-oh.
Boy, they look really depressed. Must be because there's even less participants now. Don't say they look depressed. You'll make Monodem sad. As much as I love to keep hearing this adorable back and forth,
Now then,
let's hurry up and get this started.
extreme!
At last, the class trial will begin. I hope you enjoy it to your heart's content. The 3rd class trial was about to begin. Angie Yonaka, the ultimate artist. She created the Ultimate Academy Student Council to try to prevent this killing game. Then Tenko Chabashira, the ultimate Aikido master. She hated men, but I knew that she hated this terrible killing game even more. The two who were killed were both trying to stop the killing. Fuck, that page is empty. And who was the one who killed them? Was it one person? 2 different people? We need to pin that down in the class trial. In order to live, we have to find the truth. And I will fight for it. I will fight with truth and lies in this class trial. Alright, so we're gonna end things here, guys. And in the next one, we're gonna be starting off Chapter 3's class trial. Oh, I can't fucking wait to start this nutty shit. Well, I'll see you guys then. Bye!